The following program is rated TVMA. It is intended only for mature audiences.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing on a great Saturday night? We've got a lot of festive things that have been going on. Christmas is coming up and just literally in a week. But man, it is time. And I say it again, it's time for another episode of Commission Talks. I know it's been a while and I apologize. You know, it's just like we said before in our recent episodes, man, we're really working on a consistent time and date that we're going to really get this thing really going. But like I said, man, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay in contact with all our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all that, you name it, we're there. Always on Instagram as well. Not so much on the X. I might try to get back on, and I'm on TikTok regularly. Usually watching a bunch of country wing clips or something like that. That's really all I'm really doing on TikTok. But hey, man, like I said, welcome. It is another great episode. It is time. It's been well overdue, and we've got a lot to talk about today. First and foremost, as you see, the hoodie. That's right, man. That 904. Yep. I don't really ever get to rep this and be happy about it, but we are 10-4, dog. 10-4. I have not seen that in so long. Like, this right here just tells you how of a struggle it is to be a Jaguar fan at times, man. And then, of course, we've got the Chiefs that are struggling like it ain't been no business, man. You got Travis Kelce after he just proposed to Taylor Swift as he ain't able to shake whatever's going off right now because him and Pat Mahomes, they down. Like, this is the episode of Space Jam. Somebody took the Chiefs' talent and ran away with it, and they are not going to the playoffs this season. So it's been a great NFL go-around. And, of course, man, I'm repping that as well, man. All the hate has been on. I just got to have the little football rant I had, man. And if you are saying we don't belong, we telling you different because head-to-head matters. All right, guys, that is the last I'm going to talk about football for just a good little bit. As you know, Commission Talks ain't just one. It is two, and I've got them in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got the man that is so actively on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, all the platforms as well. He is on Watch Along This, Watch Along That. My dog's on Reaction Fest right now. I will probably see him on WWE TV very, very soon in the reactions booth as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got Dre on Wheels from the 11:30 podcast. What's up,
What it
bro?
do? What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey,
What's going
hey,
on, man? It's
come on,
Sunday,
man.
man. You said Saturday. I think
No, I
you
said Sunday.
hungover.
I said Sunday.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
said
I'm tripping.
because I was talking about. I know we haven't had like a legit consistent
No.
day
Oh,
lately,
okay.
so
All
we're
right.
definitely we're definitely working that in the wraps. I know a lot of people been asking for commission talks. I mean, we were like, bro, when we first started this thing, we were like, boom, 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 and then Dre had a kid. We had our little struggles at times, back and forth. So we're definitely getting it back up and going, man. Commission talks. We just have been celebrating. It's been almost 5 years now. So it's unreal to say like we've had this foundation for as long as we've had. And we've had some struggles.
Yeah. Been a minute,
We've had some
man.
struggles like our football teams, bro.
Yo, yeah, you did mention that though. The Jaguars, though. I'm surprised to see a
10 and
lot of
4,
teams.
dog. And we got a new coach. Like
Yeah.
everybody was giving this man so much crap, talking about, man, he messed up the Duval chant. So there ain't no way we got any chance in this. And look what we're at now. Like, and
Mm.
then I got this baby right here. We ain't had a chance, an opportunity to go for a natty since 2001. So I'm in a good mood right now when it comes to football. But hey, man, how are you doing? How's the show been going on? I know you've been active on TikTok. Like how's everything
Shit, I
been
feel
going?
like I haven't been though. Like it's like once you went on,
Every time I scroll, I see you live, bro.
I don't know. I don't be feeling like that sometimes though. I be like, man, cause after what Mondays and Fridays, I
Yeah.
try to put out the reaction video sometimes, and when I be like, oh man, it's getting too late. I'm ready to go to sleep, and then I'll forget to put them out like the next day, or I'll just be like, you know what? So
You
I'll
probably
be like,
did
man,
the
I'm
same
not that
thing.
active, but hey, if you say so, man, hey, that's
Hey,
what's
you
up,
more active
man.
than
I'll
I
just
am.
be,
You more active than I am. I'm just
yeah,
resharing everything.
yeah, man. It's all cool, man. Everything been going, man. Doing everything I need to be doing, and you know,
Just that consistency. That's
yeah.
what it really is, man. And Cena. Speaking of obviously the main topic we're going to be talking about
John
today,
Cena.
John Cena was talking about the praise that he gave content creators was you never hear from talent and stuff like that, and talking about like, man, the work that content creators have to do to get where they are is a 24/7 gig, and sometimes they don't get that much of appreciation. So it's really nice to actually hear something from a main star talent like that. And obviously, we've seen what Cena's been doing. Cena's been on some streaming. I mean, Kai Cenat.
Yeah, Cassinet.
And the stuff that he's been doing with freaking I Show Speed. My daughter is a huge I Show Speed fan, and she's constantly watches the Royal Rumble thinking that it's a newer one every single time. Like, oh my gosh, I Show Speed shows back up. Why does he keep getting speared by the same guy? And like, she hasn't figured it out yet. It's an old video that just keeps getting replayed when she wants to watch wrestling.
That's wow.
Is he dead yet? The cat's
Yeah,
out of the bag. Hopefully Annabelle ain't watching this.
yeah. Hey man, it's a cool
Restaurant's gonna get a
time.
little tough if she figures out the secret formula.
Yeah, when she figured it out, she gonna be like, man, I used to
That's a
watch that
wrap.
over and over,
That's
man.
a wrap.
Thinking it's the news, thinking it's something new though. But
Hey man,
yeah, man, the
how's
goat
the
John
kids
Cena,
and how's
man.
everything? Christmas coming up. How's it? How's all the stuff going out there? I know y'all man. I want to give a shout out to your area, Washington D.C., for what
Nah,
they
you
were
know
doing
what?
with
Nah,
WWE,
you know
bro,
what?
because
Nah,
that was neat.
don't even do that. You know what? Cause I feel embarrassed. I don't represent all of Washington D.C. though. For real though. They made us look bad. I'm pretty sure Triple H gonna be like, you know what? Suck it. We ain't bringing the
Oh my
PLE
God.
here for the next 4 years or something like that. Like, I mean, but it ain't just in D.C. though. I mean, it was a lot of people around social media, especially all today, all yesterday when I saw it.
It's laughable when we talk about.
Is
You know what? We going right into it. We going right into this because I've got so much to say on this, and this is kind of a reason why it's been tough for me to really do wrestling content lately. Is because of fans.
yeah.
Because I always say you have to get a reaction, or it's not pro wrestling. I feel like that's something into that essence, but in the same feeling. If this was 4 years ago when John Cena faced Roman Reigns, and if he would have beat Roman Reigns, Cena would have been shunned. If that was his final match and he beat Roman Reigns, oh, you buried him. You did
Let's
this. How
let
dare you do this?
yeah,
Like,
but look. I want to say something to that though, because you're on the right track and you literally like saying exactly what I was thinking though. But I want to say something. To sum up that the fans last night and everybody online from what happened last night basically summed up John Cena's career. He really just proved that you got these rest y'all. You don't know what the fuck you want. Like, come on. Like,
Cena
how
said
is it?
every match I gave it my all.
How?
That's what he
But
literally said.
but the thing was though, right? From let's say 2006 all the way up until John Cena sort of announced his retirement tour or he came back. No, I think it was all the way up until John Cena made his return at Money in the Bank
Money in the Bank,
when
yeah.
Roman Reigns had a matchup or whatever. I think he was taking on Edge and John Cena came back and that was the first pay-per-view back, premium live event back since the pandemic and everything like that. And John showed up. From 2006 all the way up until then, you had so many grown ass men hated John Cena. Now everybody's crying like a little baby because he tapped out last night. It makes sense.
Bro,
He's the never giving up guy who never gives up. He always fought. Then they had the nerve to bring a stat up that said he never lost at the Capital One Arena. It all makes
yep.
sense for Gunther to make him tap out. Then John Cena, I didn't notice it at the time, but he was smiling. So that's poetic.
That was
You know.
beautiful.
Come on, like I don't understand. I mean, I didn't even like him taking on Gunther anyway, but I mean, I get it. But Triple H did say one thing that threw me off on the post show was the fact that, yes, it's a tradition. Yeah, if you going out and you retiring, you on your back, you looking up at the lights, you always pay it forward to the future. Now, my thing was, why did they just didn't go with LA Knight? LA Knight may not just be the future, and I had to rethink this too because I'm like, I don't know how old is
You
Gunther.
big on LA Knight, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how old is Gunther, but I think Gunther is much younger than LA Knight, and I'm pretty sure the age difference is probably why they went. Because if they wanted a
He's more
heel,
of a John
they could.
Cena opponent.
Yeah, but you could have chose LA Knight too. Like I feel like LA Knight needed it way more.
You're gonna be fully on this LA Knight.
No, no,
So
I'm just saying though.
like
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me
I
out.
agree with you because if you
The
want to
Gunther,
repackage somebody,
yeah,
LA Knight could have been a great
he
essence
would have.
for that.
He would have. It would have been better for LA Knight. It doesn't matter if John Cena lost. Everybody mad how he lost and how he tapped out. I'm cool with him tapping out and all that other stuff like that. But I feel like LA Knight could have did it and it could have been way better. I mean, to say one's better than the other, I mean, like that is what it is, though. But the fact that Gunther is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. For the last 2 years, he had the longest running time in the Royal Rumble. He's a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. He's a King of the Ring tournament winner. Like, the guy he retired Goldberg, had Goldberg last match. He really didn't need it, though. That was fuel to the fire right there. And this is going to make Gunther a bona fide heel right
He's gonna
here.
have the
He's a
dominant,
Yes,
Dominic had.
he's a bona fide heel after that. There's some video going around circling because I didn't, right after the show, Gunther is making his way to the bus, and the fans are like, I'm talking about, fuck you, Gunther, throwing up middle fingers, fuck you, da, da, da. I'm like, well, damn, like,
These are the same people that said they love Gunther.
exactly, right?
Anyone.
But it was
You can't please him.
it was all about who Gunther was facing. Let's be fact. I think we all love Gunther.
That was the reaction because in a reality standpoint with this, who else could have gave you a personal feeling against Gunther like that? You got Cody with it. You've got certain individuals, but Cena is the only guy to get that reaction. And for an overall show standpoint, Bubba Ray and Mark Henry said it at its best at Busted Open. We literally witnessed like Undertaker losing the streak at WrestleMania.
Yes.
And the craziest thing is, you knew Cena was going to lose, but in the essence, Cena made you believe that he could win it.
No, he didn't. Not to me. He did not.
No, but I'm saying as a wrestling perspective, he gave you that urge to be like, you know what? Cena could be the one to win that match. Maybe it wouldn't be bad if Cena won the match.
No, I'm not saying that point that perspective is not, is wrong on that. I'm pretty sure is right. But and from my perspective though, Cena got his ass whooped. I mean, it was classic Cena. He got his ass whooped majority of the match. He really didn't have that full comeback. He hit like the you can't see me 3 times and 5 FUs or AAs or whatever. So he really didn't. I just knew he was. He was having fun, but he was having fun, but I didn't believe he was going to win. I don't think the match went on long enough. Nothing really happened. Like the referee should have got knocked down. Maybe some outside interference, just to be like, "Oh shit, Cena's about to win his last match," and then you just be like, "Psych," and Gunther do his shit though. But they didn't do that though. Gunther had him in a sleeper hold for probably like 5-10 minutes. That was it.
I loved it.
I loved it too, but I mean,
this is something that I love as a babyface, and this is one spot I always talk about. And you could be in it. You can show proof on this for me too. When I always told you about a particular spot I love about being a babyface, and it's very poetic if it's done right, is the sleep spot. When that arm goes up, 1, that arm goes up, 2. If the crowd is getting involved in it, you notice
they only do that with certain matches now.
Like this, boom, the crowd ignited. It wasn't like a one-sided. It wasn't like anti-Cena fans, Cena fans. It was one whole Cena nation. And it hasn't been like that since WrestleMania 21 when he faced JBL. Because I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for that moment, you would have never have gotten the big franchise John Cena we had for over a decade, way more than decades.
Yeah, it was the don't give up chant for me.
Yeah.
Rather than them, when the ref put his arm down, attempting to see if he was still in it. It was the fans chanting for the first time in his last match, "Don't give up."
They were not quiet that entire match.
I couldn't believe it. That's emotional too, because it's Cena's career really just shows how fickle the fans are, but also like they love the guy. They just didn't like the guy getting pushed down our throat every single week from 2006 to 2015, 16, whatever it was.
Like he buried everybody.
Yeah, I was a big John. I was a big John fan. I didn't, understand it. Looking back,
if it wasn't for John Cena, I would have stopped watching WWE a long time ago. But when Cena got hurt, bro, we gonna be honest. How bad was wrestling when Cena wasn't on TV? It was tough to watch. I mean,
that's also their fault as well. I mean, you gonna put all your chips in one basket though, and push it along. You still had Randy Orton, but Randy Orton wasn't on that type of caliber of a super.
He wasn't a baby face.
Yeah. But at the same token, though, I feel like WWE just, all right, we got John Cena and we good. Yeah, we got Randy Orton. He cool. He's a heel. He good. But it was like and for a while, they wasn't trying to figure out new talent and new faces to get in that scene. That's why I feel like that whole thing in 2011. Where CM Punk did the whole pipe bomb and everything else. That's another reason why that thing blew up, because it was like, well, who else is here? Because you had all the grown men and adult males who did not like John Cena. I mean, we got Randy Orton, but I mean, John always wins. So then when Punk came up and did his thing, everybody really was like, oh hell yeah though. But yeah, man, it really shows, bro, because he gave up in his last match, which I think it was nice though. He sort of passing the torch to the future, you know, basically, what
Guys, this
happened
is
to
what we're
him
talking
when he
about right
debuted.
here. This finish right here, I literally was in tears because this right here is an example of someone having their last breath on this planet.
Yeah, I
And
said
it's
that to
fighting. And the most
do.
thing is, you fight for that last breath because you feel like someone cannot live without you being there.
Okay, real
And it
question.
was that smile right there told me it's okay.
I,
This
I,
place will be okay without me. And to
uh,
see that, man,
cool.
I burst in tears.
Question though, and if not, because this is how I describe it, to wifey last night when I was watching it, and she
Oh,
was
my
like, "Oh,
wife was
okay,"
asking me the same question. She
but
didn't understand it.
but yeah, I said this to her. Do you feel like John Cena, the character John Cena, obviously not the man John Cena, which I don't know at all, but the character John Cena, has been on WWE TV, a television show, Monday Night Raw, or excuse me, for forever, for over 20 something years or whatever, and all of a sudden this character is no longer on the show anymore. You know, it's basically like damn, because Biggie kind of said he didn't want to like compare it to a death, but it was
Hmm.
also similar. That's how I felt in a way though. Not like yeah, Cena gone, yeah he dead though, but it's also like well, it's like having a character on a show for 20 something years and then all of a sudden
And
now
it
they're not
dies
going to
off
be
of
on
a
that show
TV
no more.
series that you've been so emotionally attached to.
Yeah. So that's literally how I described it. He was a character on a on a television show for over 20
Yeah,
some
my wife
years.
was just sitting there wondering, "Where's Nikki and where's his wife?" That's all my wife was
Oh, his
curious
wife.
about.
Oh, she was. I'm pretty sure she was front row. Nikki
Oh
probably
yeah,
was nowhere to be in sight. If she was, I'm
Nikki
pretty
was
sure
in
that was
Philly.
something private.
Nikki was in Philly watching the hockey.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I
but
felt bad.
yeah,
I
man.
mean, you gotta think, and I think that's also the same thing with John too, man. John has been very vulnerable with WWE forever, and like in a way, his gimmick was not necessarily protected, but in a way, it was protected because Cena had that look, and I love when you talk about these last podcast interviews that he's been in, and he talks about how the product has been for X amount of years. And he even said it, man. He was there when it wasn't great to be there. And he made that thing to what they could do. What started him was on Velocity. Nobody watched Velocity. It came on at 10 o'clock at night. And it was literally the same shtick that you watched on the Saturday morning shows, except it was just a little pro wrestling stuff that you got for dark matches, basically, before a Raw or a SmackDown. So it's like he made that something for people to view. And
Huh?
he called him Mr. Saturday Night.
Why?
And like I've told you numerous times, I even had my rock shirt on last night watching this because in essence, we all talk about Stone Cold as WWE, but in a reality standpoint, and I'm gonna fairly say this confidently,
Excuse me.
WWE is John Cena. As much as we want to talk about Stone Cold and stuff like that, Stone Cold would have would have left if WWE was at a tough time. We know this. Rock and I think Rock and Cena were in a similarity thing because they never were too big on the ego to just bury talent. Stone Cold, in
Yeah.
the other essence, Stone Cold protected his gimmick by telling you, "Hey, I'm not doing that match. Hey, I'm not losing this match. Hey, that makes me look weak. Whatever." We see this stuff with Cena and what Rock would say. And when I saw Rock's post on Instagram call Cena the GOAT, it made me really look at it because at first I was a little angry about it because I've always said in my eyes The Rock is the greatest of all time. And I mean, Rock made me love pro wrestling and stuff like that. But when it comes to reality standpoint, and as much as we talk about Undertaker was, loyal to WWE and all this stuff, John Cena is the Mount Rushmore at the top for WWE. And I don't even think it even comes close to anyone else because the longevity, the adaptations that he has done with that company, and he was never afraid to try things. And the only gimmick is a baby face that could look at you after you're telling him he sucks and still sticks with the same shtick and makes you hate him, but also in the same time you're like, damn, I gotta like him. He is consistent.
Yeah. If you do look at it, in that perspective, John Cena debuted in 2002, and that's one guy. I think Stephanie McMahon said it. John Cena was one guy that she seen from the beginning to the end. And not only that, Stone Cold at his peak was only on top for probably about 4-5 years. The Rock, 4-5 years or whatever like that. John Cena literally been on top for the longest, and also, excuse me, he didn't wind up leaving, and going to other companies. He was just straight up, WWE or whatever. So, I mean, you can look at it in a different aspect, for, like you said, longevity and being on top for long as he have been and everything like that. Yeah, you can call him the greatest of all time, especially
close to him is Hogan.
And maybe it's arguable is a conversation to be had, he was the greatest of all time, especially in the era that wasn't really like competitive, especially in the 2010s and in the late 2000s or whatever, especially when Hogan, excuse me, but
bro.
Yeah, you're right. He really did, especially when you had The Rock and Stone Cold, and they were on their way out. So, in that period of time, John really did it and really carried this on. And I really want to say late 2000s because in the mid 2000s, man, you had Batista.
I feel like he really adapted.
Yeah, because you had Batista, you had John, you so it was going crazy. Randy Orton,
and I'm not
Rey Mysterio,
7 guys, but I'm saying these two were there at the same peak. Like those two carried wrestling for a good bit.
Yeah,
and I literally say that, like, bro, the matches between him and Batista were iconic because you never thought you would get to see those two in a row.
Those was my guys, man. I'm telling you, I love the John Cena, man. But Batista, oh
my gosh,
ladies and gentlemen, and then Batista. My mother loved the Batista too. Man, I was like, oh yeah, he from DC, man. Oh man, he used to come out there at the pyro. My man used to break it down.
It wasn't like he was really a gimmick. He was literally just like badass.
And then the music too, on top of it. Oh man, yeah, Batista was the man. I think things just, went a different direction, and that's why Batista left. But I came to terms a long time ago with John Cena retiring, probably maybe 5-6 years ago, because he wasn't here for a time.
I really thought he was going to retire. The first Roman Reigns match, what was it? I think it was Backlash or No Mercy. One of those. It was one of those.
No Mercy.
It was after WrestleMania.
No.
It was the one where he ripped Roman in the ring on a Monday Night Raw. I remember.
No, I know what you're talking about. But that was No Mercy. That was in October. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I felt like it
No
was
Mercy.
pay-per-view right after WrestleMania because it was iconic. Backlash. I think it was Backlash. Was it?
No, it was No Mercy. No, they didn't go one-on-one at Backlash though. I know what you're talking about. John, for the first time, John and Roman, there was No Mercy, and then the next one they did was at SummerSlam.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
As the tribal.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Because I remember he was on the
and he cooked them.
SmackDown talk show or something like that, and said this ain't a retirement, but I'm gonna be going away for a while.
Yeah. He was on. Yeah, he popped up on SmackDown too for a short time. And I do remember because he cooked Roman, was like, dog, I'm the greatest of all time, and I'm not even here, bro. They had to bring me back just because you
you
ain't
can't
even
do your
hacking it. Yeah,
job.
you can't even do your job. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so I came to terms a while back, man, with Cena, man. I was just like, all right, he's starting to leave. He doing Hollywood. That's all cool. You know, he got all the right to do it. You know, like it does. Like you do gotta be. I know. Looking in hindsight, you know, it's a weird thing to say, but you know, now John is sort of in that role in reality to where The Rock was at when he was like, "Oh man, you're leaving now. You're never coming back. Oh, now you go do a couple of movies and come back, you know. But now
With the eyebrow.
you're that guy now.
We love The Rock.
you're literally that
Say
guy."
what Cena said. Flip your eyebrows.
Oh,
Let's
and
go.
one more thing I wanted to touch
That
on
was
real.
the best feud ever. I don't
Yes,
care what anyone says.
one more
Rock and
thing I wanted
Cena,
to.
one of the
Oh
top WWE
man,
matches of all time.
one more
Flat
thing I
out.
wanted to touch on though with the whole LA Knight thing that I feel like the reason why you know, that they didn't give it to him
I knew LA
was
Knight was gonna get thrown back in.
nah because I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, like please,
You talking
like
about
add
The
it all
Rock,
up.
you gotta get
I'm
LA
because
Knight
I
back
no,
in.
'cause I'm literally thinking of it. I'm like, all right, is it because Gunther a heel and LA Knight's a face? No, that can't be because you could turn LA Knight heel. I mean, you know, hey,
You
okay,
ain't gonna
no.
turn LA Knight heel during this match, though. I mean,
No,
I was
no, it
thinking
would
the
have.
same
No,
thing. I
listen,
was
hear
thinking
me
the
out.
same thing on that, though.
Hear me out. Though it would have been L.A. Knight would have came in there as a hot baby face. John would have came in there as hot as he was, but the crowd, of course, would have automatically
Oh, they would
booed
turn.
L.A. Knight
Just like
off
how,
rip because
as
that's
much as
Cena's
I'm a
last
good Cody
match.
fan, just like what Cody had at
Yeah,
WrestleMania,
yeah,
because it was
they would.
against John
Yeah,
Cena.
it would have been an automatic boo or every. Just when he came out, that music hit, boo. So L.A. Knight would have been like, okay. I'm gonna boo me. Okay, I'm gonna flip this on your ass. And then, of course, distract the ref,
Like
low
how
blow,
Rock and
do
Hogan did.
something
Okay.
in between to where now, since y'all want to boo me, I'm gonna give you
Boo
something
me
to boo
now.
me about. Yeah. And then
Boo
also,
you, boo
y'all
you,
gonna
boo
really
you.
boo me once I beat y'all hero tonight. And they could have flipped it so many ways. But I think the thing is because it gotta be the age. It gotta be because you know, they want longevity. Ever since The Rock and Stone Cold got so hot for the WWE in that 5 year span, they don't want that. Never ever again. They don't want that. They'll take
Hard to
10, 20
touch.
years.
I agree with what you're saying. It's hard to touch because,
Yes.
like we're talking about John Cena right now, who else is gonna come close to what Cena's done?
No, it
We
ain't.
got
It ain't.
Roman, we got Roman, we got Cody, we got Seth Rollins, we got CM Punk. But in reality, and I've said this countless times, Cena, when he says I'm the last real champion, he is the last Mount Rushmore-esque professional wrestler ever that will ever be touched on this face right now.
Hmm.
I'm not
Hey.
saying it's going to get even close because what
Well,
Cena has done, when you talk John Cena, you go, oh, WWE. You talk The Rock. Oh, you're talking about WWE. You're talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're talking WWE. Now, I think now, since we've been in a platform where ESPN and everything's going, you're going to know the Jey Usos. You're going to know the CM Punks. You're going to know all these guys. But in reality, on the AEW-esque, are we going to really know the MJFs outside of wrestling fans? Unless if you saw Happy Gilmore 2, you're not going to have a clue who this is. Like, that's what I'm sitting here just trying to say. Like,
yeah,
who are the
but
people that you know outside of what they do?
yeah, because I remember them, you know, saying that, man. Like, I would, you know, this is a company and you want to invest in a superstar who
Or
is going to
seeing
take you into the
pay-per-views with
future.
John Cena.
Yeah. That's going to take you into the future for the next 10 to 20 years. You don't want a guy that's going to just be hot for the moment for the next 5 years and then fizzle away and go do something else or fizzle out and stuff like that. And that could have been LA Knight. So I think that's the reason why they also went with Gunther because,
You said that
you
after
know,
I clicked that clip.
last night was the
It
death
could have
of
been LA
professional
Knight. You
wrestling.
got John Cena with both titles.
No. To be honest with you, that moment right there would have still happened though. Once
It
LA Knight
was.
won, once LA Knight would have won and done his thing, he would have respectively gave Cena the ring. You know, like how it did, and that would have went off like it did. Huh?
Please explain this. Please explain how last night was the death of professional wrestling. You had a professional wrestler beat a sports entertainer. Like
No,
this
no,
is
no.
what
Hear me
we're
out. Hear me
talking
out. Look,
about.
look, look, Warren. Look, Warren. I know you're coming from, you know, a different emotional standpoint because you are a professional wrestler or was, you know, like that. But you gotta realize that a lot when The Rock and Stone Cold left, everybody was like, "Oh, this is the death of professional wrestling." They left too, and I heard it. I heard it numerous of times. When John Cena leaves, you have a lot of people, generations who gonna leave too. You know, so John Cena left, and VPC DJ Hub, he probably gonna leave too. You know, I mean, at a star level,
Is dead.
it's dead. I mean,
For one particular star, yes, but for an overall group and overall company right now,
I disagree.
Its best right now.
Yeah, it's definitely at its best though. One guy who was the center for a while that's now gone. Nah, I don't think so. Full Jobbers.
Full Jobbers will be an indie promotion now.
Ah man, that's.
Do you agree with that comment?
I don't agree with it is, man. Maybe it's just someone who's just trying to get their attention for us to talk about, you know, and pour the energy into. But I really don't think so. It's at its peak than it's ever been. We can argue and say the Attitude Era was the best. It really wasn't, you know. But
that's what I'm talking about right here.
What it is right now,
I don't mind people having opinions. No,
that's
man.
No, the stuff needs. Now the stuff needs to be worked on or needs to be fixed or whatever like that. Yes, it does though. Who is a star? Well, you got Roman Reigns, you got Jey Uso, you got Rhea Ripley, you got Alexa Liv Morgan, you got who else on SmackDown? Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. Yeah. Oba Finney. I mean, he ain't up there yet, but I mean, it's a lot of clothes. Yeah, man. Like I understand.
If these people come out in regular clothes, fans know who they are. Tell me if I'm lying.
I guess because
they ain't stars. How are they not stars when you're selling out venues because of these characters? And if you're overselling, Fanatics has raised merch raises because of all these talents. It's not just one talent anymore. Wrestling fans.
He said they're not stars, not regular people.
Don't know who they are. I guarantee you they do. If you looked at a Dominic Mysterio and certain stuff like that, you will. Because you got to think WWE is on everything now. Ads, commercials, they're on award shows, and people are knowing who they are. When you used to put a pro wrestler on a TV show, stuff about that,
that's a difference.
Nobody knew who they were.
That is a difference. Fuck us. What is that? Fuck us. Damn it.
I could argue with you all day. I've
but
done this, so
I mean, like you I mean, you can say a star, or you could say he's a superstar, whatever the case may be, man. These guys are stars within their profession. Now, as these guys,
it's okay to listen to the perspectives. This is the thing when we have these podcasts and stuff like that. You're okay to have your input, your opinion,
It's a difference.
The one concept that we have with this show is I was a professional wrestler. I have been in the rings. I've trained, did all this stuff. So I have a different outlook. Dre is a lifelong professional wrestling fan. When we come together as a connection, we are fans at first. But when we talk about certain things, like when we talk about, full of jobbers and stuff like, how are they jobbers? They have sold merch rates right now. They've got an ESPN deal. If ESPN would have said, we got one particular guy right now, they would have been smart and bought John Cena's last match show. ESPN wanted to rush stuff. They should have got the Rumble. They should have got a WrestleMania to start this thing. That was on ESPN because they don't know how to promote it.
Let me tap in real fast though, and I want you to go on. Don't go so fast with the comments though.
A bunch of dirt sheets.
what I'm gonna say is though everybody defines star a little bit different. Now it's
You agree with that?
certain guys within the guys and girls in the company are stars. Yes, for sure. Are they known mainstream? Maybe not, but some are very hard
Even
though.
Tap
One,
Out
they
was
are on
mainstream. It
Netflix.
should have been
Two,
like
they are
Russell
on
Wilson.
ESPN. So I think it is
Benjamin
stars though,
Bud.
but it just all but
What would make
everybody got their
sense?
own opinion though. And then also the company, I don't think the company at its all time low or ultimate low. I think it's at its all time high.
Y'all are
Right
reading too
now.
many dirt sheets, dog.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like
this.
that's what it
Oh my
is. Ain't no one
This is why.
watching
Oh my God,
these
this is fucking
jobbers.
messed.
People ain't watching it live.
If
Well,
Cody
that's a
Rhodes,
lie.
Roman Reigns, or these guys ain't on TV, guess what? They're not drawing houses.
No, you know what? That's a lie. You know what? Because last night they were in DC, and them fucking tickets were so fucking high as a
Oh
motherfucker,
yeah,
bro. I tell you not.
people ain't watching
And I went down there for the fan fest, and I just said, you know what? Let me pick in the box office. I ain't been in the arena
number
in a
10
minute
on Netflix worldwide.
just to see them and said, yeah, the all we got is $2,000, and people that 19,000 people was in that venue, and you talking about people ain't watching it live? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, when you're saying you liked it for if it was like WrestleMania 13, first of all, Gunther would not be able to be a face facing John Cena by any means necessary. And if he was bleeding, it would have made no sense in any capacity. Like if any reality.
Yeah, it made
We're
more
talking about
sense.
storytelling.
It made more sense for John Cena to tap out, and he didn't look weak. Cena looked at why? What I want to say real fast, one before you say anything. Why does it matter though if he did look weak? For 20 something years, y'all motherfuckers was like, oh man, Super Cena, oh my god, all he do
He
is win,
buries
oh my god,
everybody and
he
stuff.
buries everybody. For one fucking night that he's going out, it made him look weak? That's crazy. It made much sense for
If
him
he
to
would have
top out.
won, y'all would have said he buried Gunther.
I wouldn't. I don't know.
I
Gunther
guarantee there
too
would have
fucking
been
strong.
there would have been fans that said they buried Gunther.
But still, nah. Like it don't make sense for him to not tap out though. Bitch, Cena was the reason the arena was sold out. I mean, yeah. I mean, they talked about it. It was his last match. Yo. I want the refund. No bullshit though. No, I ain't gonna lie. You see all the fans that were still there when that post show went off and they paid all that money to sit front row. I want my money back too. You gonna end the show sort of like that? Like, I mean, I thought more so the reason why they had the post show to have John Cena speak and say something.
I think Cena didn't want to,
and it seemed like he didn't.
You knew, and I think Cena, and this is something that I say about Cena. Cena didn't want that to be fully on him. And I think that's why he said he wanted it to be the first match. He wanted to have his moment because, yes, he deserves it. The fans deserve it. And you know, he booked what he gave you. And like when we talk about, oh, this is Triple H's fault. This is his. How's that Triple H's fault? Cena literally told you he had full creative on the rest of his tour, aka that match. He had full creative of that one match. Cena wanted to give back. As a character that Cena has been approached to you for countless times, you only knew Cena was going to lose. Now, Gunther telling you, hey, I'm going to make him tap out, it made you not believe it because guess what? We got Super Cena. Cena ain't tapping out. The reason how he beat Cody Rhodes is because he had to go to a different level to get to that S to get there. So when you get the babyface Super Cena, you got what you got. Gunther was a great opponent for John Cena. Cena did what he could do out of it. He gave you the AAs and did what he could get on this story. And they told a story with it.
I want to say one thing, though. And my man was like, I didn't read the whole comment, though. But he was like, I want a refund for no Mr. McMahon, though. They did show Mr. McMahon, though, for the first time last night. They did show him.
Glad they did that.
Yeah, he wasn't there live. I'm pretty sure they wasn't going to have him there live. But Mr. McMahon obviously played a huge factor into John Cena's career. So, you know, for a guy like John Cena, you know, those guys who came in the early 2000s, you know, or, you know, all the way up until, maybe a couple of years ago, you know, until Triple H took over, Mr. McMahon played a big factor into a lot of these guys' career and everything. So the fact that they even showed him had the nameplate Mr. McMahon, and I was like,
It was crazy.
oh
It was
shit,
crazy.
that was something else.
I literally said, that's a good thing that TKO did
Yeah,
because
that was really a good thing.
if it wasn't for Vince, we wouldn't have got John Cena.
Yeah, like it
I
wasn't.
mean, if it weren't for Stephanie, we wouldn't have got John Cena. But you got to give Vince his flowers too. Like Vince.
Yeah, that did suck, Kev. I agree with you. No face-to-face segment.
I felt bad for AJ when he had that botch. But yeah.
What you mean? What were you talking about?
Kevin put AJ probably mad backstage because of that botch.
Which botch? You talking about the botch with John Cena?
With the phenomenal forearm. I think the finish where he was supposed to.
Oh, was that a botch or?
He just.
I didn't see that as a botch. I saw that as that he was just.
Yeah, he sold the knee.
I saw it as he was just.
Many times.
I saw it as he was selling for Leon Slater. That he was just, going up and I'm gonna just slip back down and I'm gonna fall. Because he had a whole lot of time. Because Leon Slater was just standing there for a minute waiting until he get up there. But I didn't really see it as a botch. I feel like he was just doing a favor and trying to make Leon Slater look good and everything like that. But hey,
one thing I do gotta say, you fans need to start being more supportive of these talents because, like, if y'all want to keep AJ in wrestling, don't be sitting here wrestling. He botched this, he botched that. AJ is one, and I love listening to Cena talk about AJ. If it wasn't John Cena, AJ could have been that guy. AJ could have been the in-ring performer. Like when we talk about Bret Hart, AJ Styles was that Bret Hart. Like he moved in the ring crisp. Nobody could touch AJ in that ring. And then when you talk about, the certain S, John Cena was the big platform guy. AJ was the big guy on TNA. Barely anybody watched the TNA, to be honest with you. So when you get to those comparisons and stuff like that, I mean, and when we talk about this face-to-face between Gunther and Cena, did you need it? No. I didn't think we needed it. I think it was the fact that he won the tournament. Now, it could have been cool, but at the same time, Cena told you these select dates that he had. And he finished all his dates. And the last date, December 13th. And I think Cena stayed true to exactly what he said. That's one thing I think a lot of people are going to respect about John.
But I think
John told you that he literally stays true to.
One thing I wanted to point out, my bad. One thing I wanted to point out that he did, it was his decision that he, wanted to do over 200 days. So it was a 3-year story that he had to cut down to 6 months or 12 months or whatever like that. So then it turned out to be just 33 dates or something like that on the tour. I think that's what made it a little bit, frustrating because, he wasn't. It was some places, obviously, yeah, he could have got hurt. It wasn't, and the thing about it, he didn't have to wrestle every single week. That's like, come on, look at Roman Reigns. This fool only wrestled 3 times a year. So, I mean,
don't talk bad about your tribal chief.
I'm not. That's, I acknowledge my tribal chief. I'm just saying, though, it's ways around this motherfucker. You could have wrestled Royal Rumble. Look, the main events, you could have Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, 5. I mean, you could throw some little extra ones in there if you really wanted it to. He barely wrestled on Raw SmackDown. So, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, it could have been ways around it.
Your reaction when Roman comes out. The same thing with Cody. Like, we have these little select guys that are getting those big reactions. The biggest reaction one is Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, as far as she get a big reaction, man.
Song comes on,
this is my brutality. Dominic, and then you talking about who's a star?
Slow, but Dominic is
man. There you go. You just stole the words out of my mouth. I think one of the person in the comments, man, was just about who's a star. Dirty Dominic Mysterio is about to be a major star. Not only Gunther got that. I defeated John Cena
right now. If you just use the promo saying I'm the only guy to beat Goldberg,
the thing about
and beat John Cena, and his last match, every promo you get heat insane.
Yeah, he will. But you know what? So is Dirty Dominic because he was the second. Well, he was the first. Well, I beat him first. I mean, Dirty Dom can say that. He could go
Just
around and
like
say that
Ray
to
J
Gunther.
with Kim
Like
Kardashian, he did it first.
he gonna be like, you know what? I beat him first. I beat him. You had him last. You beat him in his
Oh, he
last
did
match,
it
but I beat
first.
him in the match before you though. Like, so Dirty Dominic got that saying too. Like he beat John Cena though. Like, so I mean, like that's gonna go a long way. And boy, when Dirty Dom gets so hot as a baby face, boom, they gonna
I
flip
hate to
it,
say,
switch
he
it,
might be
and
more over than his dad.
he
After
go.
all this is said and done, bro, I never thought I would say it. Dominic might be
Yeah.
higher
Oh,
match
he will,
quality,
man.
everything than Ray.
I'm telling you. When we look back, we gonna look back. We're gonna look back. We're gonna look back a couple of years from now, and a lot of people are going to realize, like, oh shit, man, we do got some stars. Oh man, you know what? I was being some type of way, man. I'm telling you, you don't actually, you ain't gonna realize it right now. A lot of people don't realize Dirty Dominic is gonna be a major star. How Braun Breaker is gonna be dope. How Jacob
Bro,
Fatu and how
Braun
all these
with the
guys
promo right now just
are gonna
elevated
be
him.
crazy, man. But you
You
know, we
you
we
got a
live in a
public eye
show.
on Braun Breaker now just from that
Yeah,
promo. What he
but
did about CM Punk,
yeah,
flat
but then
out.
we also live in like a short, short mindset. Like we only, like we don't. Our attention spans are so short. We don't understand certain little things, and we don't
You
see
feel like
past certain
CM
shit.
Punk's
So
getting the star-studded approach like everyone thought he would?
say it
Do
again.
you think that? Do you think CM Punk has been excelling, or at the same time he's just a guy? If somebody's been there with him that really gets him to elevate, or does CM Punk have that star power to carry Netflix or stuff like that without Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and stuff like that? Do you feel like CM Punk could do it on his own, or you feel like Cody and Roman's approach kind of is the only thing that's elevating Punk on the rating standpoint?
No, I don't necessarily. I'm gonna say no to the second part because the only time it seems like we really seeing Cody on Raw is when it's something big or
Something
whatever.
special, yeah.
Lately, yeah, especially he just been on SmackDown. Roman, he'll pop up. He just been on Raw, but he got more so been focusing on the
Right.
Jey Uso or whatever like that. Now Punk himself, like he's not quite doing himself. He got obviously he got other people though, but I think Punk is. I wouldn't say necessarily he's carrying the company or carrying the show on Monday nights or whatever, but I think he's doing what he needs to be doing, especially at this time of his career, being the guy who has been to the mountaintop and left for 10 years and obviously has been this character, has been beloved for a long time. I think his job is basically just to put over talent at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I see CM Punk is doing. You got the matchup with Braun Breaker coming up on Netflix January 5th. That's literally what CM Punk. Oh, he
That
suffered a
promo
torn
when he said, "I
ACL.
could take the title and then your wife." Braun has
Yeah.
literally elevated just from that small little bit, bro. That small bit has made me care more about Braun Breaker than I have.
Mm.
Braun Breaker's got the look, he's got the approach, but
Leave me
Bronson Reed has been taking the
alone.
spotlight when it
Leave it.
comes to the vision for a while. But now it's like a back and forth tennis match right now because now I feel like I can put the spotlight back on Breaker and he could really elevate from this now because
Um,
for the longest time, I'm looking at Bronson Reed like Bronson might be the secondary guy, but he is carrying that group. And now,
you know what?
when Braun Breaker hit that promo,
Yeah.
I'm literally getting evolution vibes right now. Braun Breaker's Randy Orton. Bronson Reed is Batista, flat out. It's not even a thought secondary with this right now. And when those two get that split or whatever, it can be interesting at the
Mm,
very end of all this.
mm.
And the question, which one is Paul gonna go to type scenario. And then of course you got Logan Paul added in with Paul Heyman. It's been the chef kiss right now because you could get so much heat. Paul Heyman, This guy that was strictly about professional wrestling is now aside with a YouTuber. You can get so much different dynamics with it. And then, of course, you got Brock Lesnar, which I feel like Brock Lesnar will be retiring at SummerSlam in Minnesota. We kind of got an idea of that as well. But I do want to finish off before we do get off of, talking about John Cena. What do you feel when I put pro wrestling beats sports entertainment? How does that feel for you, and what does that mean for what do you believe that means in your opinion?
What I mean, what I take that is obviously from the same from last night. Gunther is a bona fide pro wrestler. Gunther is all about what's happening in the middle of the ring, less about with his words. If he does gotta say anything, he's gonna say it with passion, and he's definitely gonna mean what he say. Coming from Gunther, man. But he's a professional wrestling man. The wrestling mat is sacred. All the stuff he did with Imperium and everything like that. And then, if you say professional wrestling, and if you say WWE and then you say professional wrestling, after last night, you think of Gunther.
Fans are losing it. They're like, WWE's not pro wrestling. What is
yeah, all right, I'm gonna finish. You're gonna think of Gunther, and then you think of sports entertainment, man. Like, you're gonna obviously think of John Cena. It really is. It really is the same thing. What's up, Devin? What's good on, man? Yeah, like it's fucking the same thing.
People have sat here and told me I don't understand what I'm talking about, and it's so laughable because I'm sitting there going, if you didn't have sports entertainment in pro wrestling, you weren't gonna watch this.
But yeah, to answer your question, basically that's how I take it. I look at it like Gunther beats John Cena. That's really what it is. Gunther personifies pro wrestling, and the biggest sports entertainer in WWE is none other than John Cena. So the guy who's in the at the front of the line of pro wrestling in WWE or whatever you want to call it, just beat your biggest entertainer, sports entertainment hero, whatever. So, but yeah, same thing at the end of the day.
Guys. Right here, this was beautiful, flat out beautiful. And
yeah,
I don't cry much in pro wrestling. That scene right there.
That video package. That video package.
That got me. And then this. Because this right here tells you this is it.
I'm being funny though a little bit.
The video package definitely.
That video package got me though, man. I'm telling you, all the superstars. It was his damnedest. No, not the one at the end. Not the one at the end though. The one at the end was real nice too. I like that one. But the one that all the superstars did, that one had me a little emotional because it's like, damn, man, these are all the guys that you work with. More than likely, you see them more than you actually see your own family. Every single week, man, you got a bigger relationship than you do than with your own peoples. So it's like, man, seeing that video and everybody salute John and
so many dirt sheets to you. Hey, Bailey don't like Cena. Someone don't like Cena. And then when you see this video package of them talking about thank you for the house, thank you for what you've brought, thank you for bringing an extra performance center. The one thing I do want to say about John Cena, and it made me really look at it because as a pro wrestler and stuff like that, we always told, hey, if it works, stick with it. Don't fix it if it's not broken type scenario. Cena was so established, and this is something that when I talk about him being is by far the greatest of all time. How many guys do you believe that could have changed their shtick and still revolutionize what they've done? Stone Cold Steve Austin. His heel run was so stale. People don't want to admit it because they forgot about it because of the aura of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You know what? I want to say something. I compare, it may be strange, but Stone Cold heel run reminds me of a little bit of John Cena's heel run.
Yes.
It didn't work. It didn't work, not one bit. Even Stone Cold said, man, like, I wish I never.
He had some people that it kind of got with.
Yeah, he did, of course. Of course. But the John Cena one, of course, even though he had people along the, that was initially with it, it just fell off. the wings fell off the plane
Why the
instantly.
Rock
So
always had to turn heel to go against Cena? I mean, that was
look,
one thing I kind of got mad with. And
oh,
if anybody wants to go at me with it,
leave it.
Rock was a great flipping heel. Like Rock being the final boss makes it like where I can go, you know what? He might be a step over Stone Cold, because if Stone Cold couldn't change a dynamic of his character, he was not going to change anything that he had with his, or like, this is something that I know I've been rambled on about this. This is something that I did respect of John. When John said he's seen fans complain about his 5 moves of doom, and he went back to wrestling school to learn newer craft. I'm sitting there going back going, why? He is John Cena. He is established. Like, what does indie wrestlers going to be able to teach him and stuff like that? I got another respect for John Cena off of that, because you don't have to, but he did. He did that because he cared. How many wrestlers do we know to this day would have done something like that at that peak of a level stardom that they were, to go and elevate their stuff and get more moves in their moveset? Because I know exactly which matches he's talking about. He went to training school to get really ready for. It's that AJ Styles match. We could tell the way he was performing in that match. He looked different than what we used to see of the John Cena that we were so used to for so long. Like, that's something that I have the most utmost respect for John Cena, because wrestlers back then would have not have changed their stick to get over, to change for anyone. That's why when we talk about 80s wrestling and stuff like that, it would have been different, because nobody would have wanted to switch, because they felt like they couldn't get to that peak level to what they were at that time.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
You're good.
I'm putting on mute.
Mine's in the other room, so I'm good. But man, we could talk about this one thing, but Dre, if you could say something, and I know you really do want to do this, what is some stuff that you would like to say about one of your heroes, John Cena, when you first watched him to what you saw now? Like, what did that moment last night mean to you?
Thank you. Get on my influence. I just want to say thank you, John. I really do. Man, I remember I had the hoodie, I had the hat, the DVDs, man. I never forget. I never forget December, I think it was 16th, 18th, if I'm not mistaken, though. It was a Monday night, first ever Monday Night Raw, first ever WWE show, 3-hour show. I remember John Cena beating up, was he beating up Kevin Federline? I'm not too sure. But I know the main event was John Cena teaming up with DX, Triple H, Shawn Michaels to take on Randy Orton, Edge, and Umaga. And that was my first wrestling event. And I was such a big John Cena fan, because when they was supposed to come back for the Cyber Sunday, which they did, John Cena had got hurt previously. And I was like, oh, John Cena, they're going to be in this show. But yeah, man, I was a big Cena fan, man. I loved John Cena every step of the way. I mean, like, I don't know. Like I said, I prepared myself for this moment, man. And it's sad, like, I think I'm that type of person, where even when it's like, I'm gonna want to put this, like, it's like when I get a call from someone or whatever, or it's like, okay, I know you're good. I know you over there or whatever. Just call me if you need me or whatever like that. And if you don't call me, I know you good. But if you call me, I know like my heart start beating real fast. And it's like, I know like something might be up. So let me, like, I don't know how to like say it though. But mentally, I prepare myself for certain situations like that. Maybe so I can probably deal with it on the other end. But with John Cena, I kind of prepared myself already. I mean, it was already easily like he wasn't already there. So it wasn't like he was just there and then all of a sudden like it was like, well, next week you guys, this is my last match. Like it was just like how Edge at one point when Edge came out that WrestleMania 27, and the next night he was like, yeah, I gotta retire. Man, I was crying like shit. Hell yeah, you talking about, man, you gonna just take this away from me like that? overnight. Oh nah, but I prepared myself for a while though, so I'm cool with Cena, man. What? Yeah, Cena was the man, man. I love the Cena. I really did. I feel like it was something else that you said that I was trying to answer though, but time to move on from nostalgic and focus on the future. Braun Breaker, we gonna eat that. No man. I'm moving too fast. Let me. You know what? I sound like. You know what? I sound like. I sound like Jay Uso right about now. Jay Uso just don't. He need to stay far away from the camera when his ass drinking, man. He just makes himself look like a fucking fool, man. For real. It just. It kind of like it's just
gimmick over though. In a way, I feel like that's what got him over. That
Cody. No, that's what got Cody and Jay over as a duo for a moment. It was like, oh, look at that, look at them breaking, look at them showing us who they really are. Like we all have we all have a drink or here and there, so it was kind of cool seeing the guys that we like having a drink and enjoying themselves. But we really got Jay over for him being authentic, being himself, being a different version of himself, of Jay Uso in the bloodline. But now it's like, bro, I feel like now I want to touch on this. I know we were talking about John Cena though, and I touched about this too on Talk Pro Wrestling. Now that we see Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso back in a tag team, now the Usos are back. I want to real fast, because I know we got something to do real fast, and I'm gearing up for a little man and to get him situated and stuff. How do you feel? Do you feel like this is a step back? Do you feel like this is
it's gonna be the
like
turn.
How do you what was the terminology that you could use for Jay Uso going back into with his brother as a tag team? Now Jimmy, for Jimmy, he needed this. Jimmy, you could tell Jimmy flourish in a tag team.
He's not good without his brother.
He's not good. You could go back for 6 months ago, watch everything he did every single week, and then watch every single time he's with his brother, especially the last 2 times. He's a totally different guy.
You know who he reminds me of? When Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty split. They were Marty Jannetty was never the same. Never the same.
Yeah.
And Marty Jannetty could never get over as a single wrestler or something like that. And I think this is the same thing that happened. If Jay Uso didn't get so popular and built up to what he was, we could have had Jimmy Uso. We could have. Yeah, we could have had a very comedic Jimmy Uso.
But look at it though.
Very interesting dynamics about Jimmy Uso.
Go get on mommy. Go. But the thing about it is though, it could have been Jimmy, but look at Jimmy still had a solo run and it didn't just go well. Jay, it
looked bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jay did it, man, and I think what really, Jay, everybody was behind Jay, and then it was the fact that I think certain moments, was just, all right, Jay, okay, Jay, like, all right, Jay, like, golly, I mean, I feel like WWE got a way of ruining certain people for us.
I feel like they can get a moment like how Dominic had the heat with Ray. They can do that with Jay, and I think that's something that we can really sink our teeth in because we just saw the frustration with Jay. Jay lost the tournament to who did he lose it to? Gunther, right? No, LA Knight. He lost to the LA Knight. So he lost to LA Knight. He's frustrated. And he always kept saying, maybe Roman was right. Maybe Roman was right. I should have got what was mine and not cared about anyone else. Now he's going back to what he was comfortable with. And if that doesn't work, he's going to lose it because he's going to.
Oh yeah, I said that. Yes. They're going to lose that triple.
Build that heat.
Yes,
and Jimmy can get repackaged off this.
Yeah, he could. He could.
To be the bad guy, you're going to want Jimmy to beat Jay at the end of this.
Yeah. So you're right.
There's a lot of different ways when we talk about bad booking, long-term storytelling. Let it peace out.
No. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say that was bad that they, went back into a tag team. I just say like I mean, like, is it a step back now? You was in a tag team. It wasn't like that. We saw Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty go their separate ways, and then they was just like, well, you know what? Let's try this again, buddy. Nah, Shawn went off and did his thing, and he became hot. And then we all know the rest from Marty Jannetty. But I just feel like, man, a lot of things like play a factor. It's like, dude, if you're in a match, halfway in the match, it's not a good time to start yeeting on the top rope out of nowhere. I'm just saying. I love you, Jay,
You were
but
just
that's
saying no yeet for the longest time. Now all of a sudden you're doing it. Now he speared you off of a stage. Y'all just rekindled off of that after WrestleMania. Like there's a lot of things like you could have really told with this, and maybe and in a way it could build Jimmy as a heel. But in the same essence, the way they've got Jay right now, it only is going to work if Jay switches. Because one, you can get
yeah.
emotional reaction out of it because kids love Jey Uso right now.
And then you
Moms,
think the kids will flip to the
parents,
other brother?
I think they might. They might because it'll be like how Cena had his problem. Anybody remember Shawn Michaels' last match, not 26? The
Yeah, the
match
one in Saudi
where he
Arabia.
lost
Yeah, did
the
he team up with the Undertaker? No,
no
teamed
no
up with Triple
no
H.
he's talking about the not
No, yeah, he
20
said
oh not
anybody
WrestleMania
remember
26.
Shawn Michaels' last
Oh
match,
yeah,
not WrestleMania 26. And the
what was
last
it?
match he had was I don't remember what year it was though, but it
Was
was
a
the one
tag.
that he teamed up with Triple H to take on Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. I mean, yeah, did I say that right?
Kane.
Undertaker and Kane. Yeah, to
It
take
was
on yeah.
that
It was
was a
horrible.
WrestlePalooza.
Everybody
That was
wanted
a
him to come out of
WrestlePalooza.
retirement just for that bull crap. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Saudi
yeah.
Saudi didn't understand the product at that
Nah,
time.
yeah. Nah, I think they do.
And it's
They
sad
starting to
they probably
understand it now.
enjoyed that match. They enjoyed
Of
that
course they
match.
did. Of course they did. They
That's
got
like
some of
with
their
Goldberg
favorites.
and Undertaker. They
They gonna
thought that
fucking
was the
enjoy it.
greatest match.
They gonna enjoy the Royal Rumble too, like a motherfucker this year. I tell you
Oh
that.
my god, they gonna
Oh,
be oh
they
my
gonna be
lord.
enjoying
That is
that.
I forgot about that. That's coming up
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I know, right? But
Saudi
yeah,
is going to
man,
get a freaking main
crazy,
pay-per-view.
crazy,
PLE, my bad.
crazy
Well,
weekend, man.
actually, I mean, I want to give a shout out to Peacock too because I keep saying this constantly. If ESPN was smart, and we've said it numerous times, yes, wrestling was a little tough to watch at times this year because it was so focused on the John Cena farewell tour, as it should, because what John Cena has done with this company and built the establishment with this. And I was listening to a certain podcast where they were showing the WrestleMania picture. Sam Roberts, he was talking about, what's really special about the WrestleMania poster now? John Cena established all four men in that poster because John Cena lost to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam because that brought Unbreakable Brock, Suplex City Brock, and he became one esque of an attraction because you knew when Brock came, Brock brought an impactment. He might not have gave you the most star-studded 5-star matches, but Brock gave an emotion out of you because you looked at this behemoth and go, "Oh my God, who's going to stop this man?" Then you got CM Punk. Hearing John Cena say that CM Punk is his wrestling soulmate just shows you how really much Cena listened to the fans when it came to Punk. And I feel like the pipe bomb wasn't as unscripted as we think either. I think CM Punk and Cena had something to get that over because Cena could get the TV time and not get in trouble. So I don't know what happened with that, but that established CM Punk because CM Punk was so different. He was that pro wrestling guy, literally the indie guy. And then we got Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes wasn't so great build when he first came to WWE because we looked at him as, oh, that's Dusty's kid. Oh, that's Goldust's brother. And
Did we
that's
really still look at him when like
then when you
did we
go with that heel, and yeah, he was a great mid card heel, and then he did the Stardust gimmick, which he stood out a little bit. At the same time, he wasn't going to get anything further with it because Stardust wasn't going to be a WWE champion. Goes and does what he does with the Indies. If Cody didn't leave to go to the Indies, I don't believe independent wrestling would have got a spotlight to what it's got now. So
Yeah.
in an establishment when it comes to that, and seeing what he brought with the star-studded power and stuff, and what he did for Cena at SummerSlam, that just showed the establishment that John Cena said, "Okay, man, this is what you've wanted for X amount of years. Here you go. You gave me what I can give out of you. You took what I could give you." And
Mm.
then you got Roman Reigns. What is there
I,
else to
I,
say about Roman
yeah,
Reigns?
I want to say something real quick too, and on Kevin comment though. I wouldn't everybody that you name I'm cool with. Maybe the Cody Rhodes one. I think I'm a little lost because
Different Power
even
Rangers
though
costume.
even though before Cody left WWE, that was a behind the scenes thing that I just never knew. Like they were, riding together and everything like that. They really didn't have
Mhm.
anything going on TV. But when Cody came back, he was literally a made man, from everything he did, obviously starting up AEW, blah 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 blah. He was sort of a made man. And then of course the story came out when they went on one at WrestleMania that, yo, I wish your role partner and I used to carry your bag, da 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 da. So then that was like, oh, okay. So I really wouldn't credit maybe Cody. Cody was sort of a made man, but everybody else, Brock, I get it. Suplex City, that's when that shit was born. Oh, you made me think the whole pipe bomb, it could have been, they could have worked together. I wouldn't be surprised.
I
Look here,
think
man, I'm
Cena
the
told
only,
him, "Hey, go out there and do it."
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
think
And
it. I
that'd be
think. I
something
don't think
awesome.
Vince and them said it. I think Cena said, "Hey, I'll take the fall for it. Take over. I need a guy. I need a villain."
Yeah,
So
I can
I
believe
think
that.
that was.
Yeah, I think I can believe that, man. I can believe that. Yo, Jay Cargill, man. I like that she became the women's champion, but what I'm not liking right now, it's like, why the fuck is she going up against B-Fab and Mia Yim? Like, what is B-Fab gonna do?
I don't know. They're doing what Jade had in the AEW, which you got to because right now
But
Jade
no, no,
has
no, no,
a
no. Let's
real
not.
power.
No, 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 no. Let's not do that. No, don't do that. No,
I mean,
this
you
is
gotta make her
WWE.
look
No,
super
they doing
human.
what they did in AEW. No, let's not do that.
No, no,
Let's
no.
not
I'm
do
not.
that.
No, I was saying it like how wrestling fans. I wanted to hear a reaction out of you because I'm so tired of hearing, "Oh, they're doing what AEW did."
Oh
Bro,
no.
wrestling is recycled.
I
It's
mean,
been
yeah,
done
I'm pretty
millions
sure it
and
is.
millions of years, bro.
But come on, man.
There's
They
no
just
such thing as it's just theirs.
I'm telling you for real, for real. I feel like that would have made. I feel like what would have made this J Cargill championship run like off the chain vicious. Like if Bianca Belair, now maybe they waiting until
I think that
WrestleMania. I
was
don't
what
know where
they
they got up
did.
their sleeve, but I feel like to really solidify this championship run of J Cargill to really make it to seem as though she's that, and I quote, I'm not calling her this. She calls herself this. She says, I'm that bitch, but if you really want to make her like that, Bianca should come out there, man, and be like, yo, because they have not talked ever since Jay Cargill got through that windshield. They have not. Bianca always had this look on her face and was like, they never said anything. So it would be something to hear them talk and see what Bianca has to say and Jay have to say to each other. And of course Bianca, she wants the women's championship, but guess who got it? Her bestie. I'm dog. Like I'm for it. Like I'm all for it. I
I'm
feel
curious
like that
what
would
they're
be
gonna
the
do though.
story.
Are they gonna bring Bianca back like how they did with Becky? Becky comes out, be that babyface feel, and then switches on a dime.
I
Which,
don't.
in a way, why don't they do that with Bianca? Bianca does
Yeah,
that to Jade. She comes out,
man.
shocks the crowd, and beats her just with one finish.
Because I
Just
mean,
with one finish.
maybe it's just me, but I'm just not interested in what.
Would that hurt Bianca?
I don't think so. I think Bianca is.
I think
I
it would
don't
make an
think
impact.
she. Yeah, we'll make an impact. I think she is
Do you think it
solidified. I
would
think
hurt Jade?
Bianca.
Do you
I
think it
don't
would hurt
think
Jade?
nothing unless you book her consistently wrong. That's the only thing I can feel like that can hurt Bianca. Same thing like I feel like for Roman Reigns. Like Roman Reigns good unless you're gonna
You don't need to talk.
consistently fuck him up. Then that's it. But man, I feel like I don't understand what's going on with B Fab and the whole Mia Young, which I feel like B
They're
Fab is
trying to
about
build
to
future
what?
stars.
No,
But the
no,
thing
hear
is,
me
are
out.
they ready?
Hear me out. I'm going somewhere here. Hear me out, cause I don't know if you seen it on SmackDown though, cause she slightly beefing with B Fab and Mia Yim though, but Mia Yim was giving her a mouth, like that sounded so wrong. She was giving her back and forth, lips.
I tried to hold it in. I just love how you say, "Oh, not like that, not like that."
Not like that. Okay. Oh man, but she was, mouthing off to her. She was mouthing off, and B Fab looked at her, like, okay, shit. If I can't beat her, I might as well join her. So maybe she might have a little faction of her own, though. I'm not sure, but we gotta get the Jade Cargill and Bianca thing off rip. I need that. I really, I really need that. Me and him getting no reaction. My friend, good idea for Jade Cargill to go
I think
face.
they need to a whole reevaluation with Mia Yim.
Nah, I don't think she should be face. She don't know. She need to be
I
heel.
think they need to take her to NXT and rechange her gimmick. Let her try to find something new because this
Who you talking about? Jade?
Mia Yim,
Oh, Mia Yim.
it's not working. I'm sorry. She had the Meechin, and I feel like Meechin got over more than Mia Yim. I'm sorry. So
I mean, I can't tell no difference. I'm sorry. I feel like, it is what it is, though. I mean, Jade Cargill, good idea for Jade Cargill to face. I mean, Mia Yim, I don't know. The only thing I can see right now is the whole Bianca thing, man. It's so much story that's there. And, like, I don't know.
The injuries
It can
have
go.
hurt them. I think the injuries
Maybe
have hurt SmackDown.
it can go in so many different directions where they could not touch for a while. They could play it off as Bianca's still her friend, and actually she really want to turn on her.
You know, it'd be cool if they did it like on an award show or something, not even a WWE TV thing, and Jade bumps into Bianca.
Man,
Do you know how much trending you could get off of that? Just them two in a building together? Bro, that's like how we felt with Charlotte and Rhea when they first started this thing. Like, there's so many easy ways to do things that don't have to necessarily even be on wrestling TV. And that's something that's good about wrestling now because it's mainstream. It's not just on pro wrestling TVs now. I'm a big advocate for college football. And I'm looking at College Game Day and they're giving predictions on wrestling shows. Like, I've never thought I would ever see stuff like that. So, like, they could really play with stuff now when it comes to long-term storytelling. So, who knows? Women's tag titles more important than either both women's champion. Crazy to say that.
Yeah, that's true though.
Who's the other one?
The women's tag team division is off the chain. You got both. You got Raquel, Roxanne, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax, Bailey, and Lyra. Huh?
Who's the other main champion? Damn, I forgot.
You got the Kabuki Warriors. Who else?
Stephanie Valkyrie.
Stephanie Valkyrie. Who? Who she was in? No. Yeah. You need to get the belt off her. I'm sorry. Get the belt off her.
What?
Oh no.
What?
Sorry.
You're not about that devil's kiss now?
I mean, that's the only good thing about it.
Wow.
That's it. I'm sorry. I mean,
you don't think she's a good in-ring talent?
Oh no, she's really good. But the only thing, her talent in the ring is really good. But it's nothing else that's selling me on her though. Like besides the devil's kiss, she's great in the ring. But and
this is what we're talking about. What's the difference between pro wrestling and sports entertainment?
Yeah, like
she's not character driven.
Yeah, she's not. Like that's why I'm not really caring. Like I mean, I don't know who this person is. I can't it's nothing that's buying me, to her. She's not selling me, She come out there and she wrestles. That's good. But can she who is she? And I'm not really sold on it. And I feel like that I feel like the same way with Julia. The only girl that it was three ladies that they brought up at the same time. Roxanne, Julia, and Stephanie. So Julia and Stephanie, WWE is really high on them two. That was forced in a way.
They
Oh, they
trying to
faked
shoot
that
them
jump.
suckers to the moon, man.
Yeah, they was
I think
forced.
the best
And
woman wrestling
Roxanne,
right now is Chelsea flipping Green.
I want
Don't
to say something about her too, but Roxanne, she was already made. She been down in the NXT for like 3 years, so she's the best one coming up. And then Chelsea Green,
Roxanne is
Chelsea
chef's
Green
kiss
is
right
the best women's champion that WWE has not had right now,
now.
and that's my
Not
opinion.
exactly.
She needs to be women's champion.
Respect for Chelsea Green.
Who's that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Dre, man,
wrong with you,
obviously
John?
it's that time to start going home, man.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah,
like I
yeah.
said,
I'm
let's
with you,
go
but
ahead and give our last.
okay,
thank you, Cena, after
okay,
this.
cool. Yeah, thank you. Well, one last thing I want to say, yeah, because I think Chelsea Green should be the women's champion, hands down, man. What she's doing right now with the United States Women's Championship, and what she's doing with Ethan Page. Come on, man. Like, she's entertaining. She could
not
go.
like they're doing over too much. They're doing simple things,
See,
and they
and
just know how to tell it.
this what people realize, man. Like, you're and in WWE, I feel like you're wrestling. You don't have to be a 5-star wrestler. You feel me? But you do have to relate. You do have to be entertaining. You do have to. You know, one thing I was watching back the other night. I don't know. You probably remember the Rock and Stone Cold, November of 2001. That promo. They was going back and forth, snatching the mic away from each other, and singing songs to each other. Boy, I'm telling you, I watch it like it was yesterday, and it was new. Just go ahead, baby. You can go ahead and get it. I just told you that. It was like watching it like it was yesterday, man. It's entertaining. Like, the back and forth is magic, man. And I feel like, with that, man, being said, we sort of. See, I forgot what I was trying to say though, but hey, that time right there was a moment, man, in wrestling, man. Just when it's just magic like that, pure magic.
I feel like now, like we said, man, this year was focused on John Cena, and I feel like now that Cena's gone, bro, let's look forward to Royal Rumble. Let's look forward to these upcoming pay-per-views right now, because it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm excited for it. Chris Van Vliet interviewed Chelsea Green, says she wants to bring back the Divas title. I don't disagree with that right now. I feel like that's something, and I will say this, man. Chelsea has been speaking so very honestly given when it talks about the Divas era, because they did do a lot. And when we talk about, y'all are complaining about them dressed like Power Rangers and stuff like that. This is huge that women are performing at Saudi Arabia.
Yo, Chelsea,
they never got those opportunities. They never got these things.
Chelsea, and I'm not saying this in no bad way, but Chelsea knows her place.
Yeah,
she knows her place. If you watch WWE Untold, she knows that. Look here, even some guys. And not everybody is going to be the WWE champion. Not everybody is going to be the women's champion. Not everybody's going to be the main event. You just got to know your role and do the best at it. You feel me? And she comes out there and she know her role and she does the best of it. Bring back the Divas Championship and the bikini matches. Sounds good to me.
You know what? I'm not against it, but fans would lose their shit. We've got too many wrestling fans now.
I don't think they'll lose it though. I think because you got the kids watching.
I'm talking about wrestling fans are women now, so they would think this is a step back.
First time tuning in live, yo, that's what's up.
Man, we appreciate it, man.
But yeah, like, you got kids watching, and then you got a bikini contest. I mean, I don't know how I feel though too. My 5-year-old son watching. I got in
trouble having some Trish Stratus trading cards. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I'm telling you, what get you in trouble as a kid?
I got in trouble.
What would get you in trouble as a kid if you had WWF SmackDown 2 Know Your Role and the loading screen with Trish Stratus and all she had on was a thong?
Oh my god!
Hey yo, and they come in and was like, so what is this? What is this? I'm playing the
Whoever is
game.
married
It's
to her,
loading.
you are the GOAT, man. Whoever
Yeah,
is
I'm
married to Trish
I'm
Stratus, you
playing the
are the
game.
GOAT.
I
Like,
didn't pause it. It's
what's
loading
up,
though.
Matt? How you doing, bro?
Mad.
Shout out to Matt. Matt was actually recently on my actual Buzzing with Marlo podcast as a guest, and we talk, everything about MMA and stuff like that. So, man, if y'all haven't, man, go and check out his page as well. He has a great podcast as well. His nickname is Matt Same, but his actual name is Matt Burton. Definitely go check him out, man. Matt, definitely got to have you on, and you can talk about wrestling too, bro. I hope you're doing well, man. But man, I literally did just see a flashback about that picture, and the picture was up there for a good minute. And I would get so mad when the game would start after you see Trish Stratus the way she was, and then you're sitting there as big as Rock fans we are. The characters look like crap. I'm sorry,
man,
but like, oh my goodness, that background.
You mentioned Trish Stratus. Why was Trish Stratus there last night for John Cena? I mean, they didn't have anything.
They did. You remember
they did?
had a couple of tag matches. They had a couple of tag matches. They had Trish's last actual match in Canada before she came back to do the run with Becky. If you remember, she was the mixed tag match that Cena had her as a tag team.
I think I do.
We'll definitely talk about it. Man.
Yeah, they did. They did. Oh, okay.
I mean, you and Trish, bro, like hearing backstory about Trish Stratus too has been so. Yep, that's right, Matt. She was his surprise tag partner on Raw. Yep, definitely. And that was actually when she was the non-existent general manager.
Yeah, I do remember.
When they did the celebrity general manager, they
actually yeah, I do remember that now.
But yeah, man. Apparently, we want some bikini matches back. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see a Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley's damn near in a bikini, basically.
Did you say Charlotte?
I mean, Charlotte's not ugly, bro.
I didn't say she's ugly.
Charlotte look good.
I didn't say.
And her shape right now, dog.
Charlotte.
That woman has got in finesse shape.
You talking about Charlotte, right?
Charlotte Flair, bro. We got Tiffany Stratton. We got Jade. You know what? I even say Jade. We got Alexa Bliss. Bailey's came. Bailey's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie, because Bailey, she was a wrestler. I didn't see no damn look come to her, but Bailey has gotten interesting. I will say that, say the least, with Bailey. But Roxanne Perez, all those girls, I mean, they're all beautiful. So it would be interesting to see that scenario. I'm not gonna say Zarya though. I do not want to see Zarya. Zarya reminds me of Luna.
They all beautiful though. You know, like hey, to each his
I don't know if we're gonna see some bikini matches because I think Triple H is gonna be far from, especially Stephanie.
Big booty Bailey. Oh my goodness. Goodness.
She's grown on me, man. I'm not gonna lie. Bailey is she's pretty. She's a looker now. Let's just put it that way. But Dre, man, obviously this is time to get.
They got C and Bailey, man. Y'all love y'all some Bailey. That's crazy, man.
We want some Bailey.
That's wild, man. I don't know. I like Roxanne. You
just ain't one that likes Lash Legend, so I mean,
I like Lash Legend too. You damn right.
We got who we like.
Yeah, we like who we like. You're right.
Lash is good.
I like Alexa Bliss. Bliss.
Bro, Nia?
I love Nia. Oh my goodness, yes.
Bro.
What?
Nia has
she's expanded. Now. Yes. Oh, Raquel Rodriguez too? Man.
Oh, bro.
I've
been a big Raquel fan for a long time.
Jada Parker? Oh, man.
That's Jey Uso girl.
Yeah. I know. Lash Legend Trick Williams girl too, man. I don't know. Charlotte just seemed like she had just body slammed my ass. I try to holler at Charlotte. She talking about, I am the 12-time women's champion now, right? I'm like, well, damn, you're coming off too strong here, Charlotte. Oh nah, I'm gonna have to go get Alexa Bliss or something. Go get Liv Morgan or something. That's what I'm about to go do. I don't need you to be coming off too strong and shit.
You want to deal with Twisted Bliss? You know she got that doll.
Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss.
You like them? Oh, now Dre coming out now. Y'all gotta watch out for Dre. Dre like them sketchy girls.
Sketchy. Hold up. Wait. Whoa. What would that mean?
You got Alexa with that creepy looking doll. Like,
before she had the doll too.
In a gimmick form standpoint.
Nah, she can leave the doll somewhere else though. I'm good.
Rhea, she's got the look, and I don't ever say this about someone like Rhea Ripley, but Rhea's just gonna bench press people.
That's almost how I feel about Rhea. I feel about Charlotte. You about to be too strong. Now you about to hit me with the No, that's not the Annihilator. That's Nia Jax. The Riptide. Nah, she about to hit me ass with the Riptide. Nah, I'm good.
No, Daddy, no.
Or if I do fuck with Rhea Ripley though, like if I was that guy though, she can't have no makeup on. No makeup on. I like no makeup Rhea though. No makeup Rhea. Yeah, no makeup Rhea. Like when they show her.
Crazy looking, bro. She
Yeah.
looked crazy as hell with makeup on. With that black eyeliner, that junk scares the shit out of me.
Oh, Lola Vice. Oh yeah, Lola Vice, man.
Lola. All right, we about to go.
Yeah, we gonna wrap it up because looking like war about to get it.
Yeah, we two married men about to get. We about to get. Yep. And my wife probably watching this. So, Mr. Mrs. be really interesting.
Yeah, we needed this. This was fun. This was fun.
But hey, man, Dre. Obviously, I'm gonna give you the floor. Obviously, this episode was, talk about the John Cena, and I wanted to really talk about. Just explain it a little bit because certain wrestling fans just want to react, and I always talk about this, man. Wrestling is about reaction, good or bad. You're talking about it. Pro wrestling is going to bring a feel. It's really cool to see wrestling fans at this time and era go instantly silent in an arena because of one talent. Because we always talk about it. When it's your last match, you're supposed to give the house. And when I say give the house, you pay it forward to the person that you're going against. That's why you usually choose the last person you're in the ring with, because there's got to be a reason why you're changing, why you're going to go away, because it's a passing the torch type of scenario. Gunther got exactly that establishment. Gunther... I'm still saying it. Gunther would fit any locker room in any era right now. I feel like aura that he has right now is just unreal. The talent, he makes talent. He makes talent by far.
Cena didn't want to choose, man. He left it up to the company, so he made him choose for him. But
I think Gunther was a great pick for him.
No, yeah, it was. Despite my and everybody else's.
LA Knight, it would have been a good establishment, but at the same time, I feel like in Triple H's mind, it would have drew heat to LA Knight at the same essence. Like if they're trying to keep him as a babyface, he beats John Cena. Is that helping him, or does that hurt his credibility as a star?
Hey man, we I guess we'll have this conversation over time, We'll never know, right? I guess we'll have this conversation over time, as well as see if over time we all still may feel the same way about how John Cena lost though. But yeah, man. Salute to John Cena. Thank you, Cena. It was awesome. For real. It was awesome, man.
And about coming here.
The 11:30 podcast show, man, we getting that up, man. I got the new intro, man. My little man is on the intro and everything like that, so that's gonna be real cool. We getting up for some stuff, man. We gonna keep it simple how we been doing it to close out the year. I think this coming week we celebrating 6 years of the 11:30 podcast. Quietly though, but we doing it big, and we gonna come back big with the new year coming up. Other than that, man, yeah, man, I'll be back at it watching Raw and whatever else wrestling this week, and I'm starting to do some reaction videos, like where I'm reacting to videos where it's just not like wrestling, just some crazy type shit or whatever
Right.
video, and I'm just gonna be
It works.
reacting to it. So see how that goes, and of course got the podcast shows coming back, man. So yeah, I'm trying to switch it up and make it all work. Now that of course I got a little man and got school and make sure I got time with editing and all this other stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's a great time. I was looking back at the last video that I posted for the podcast show. That John said 10 months ago, and I was like, "Damn, that been a minute." I'm itching to come, like so. But I don't want to rush it because then I rush, and then all of a sudden I look up and I be like, "Well, damn, I ain't did that
You
John in
lose
the cup."
that concept too,
Yeah, so
and it get
I
beat
don't.
up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's some real cool stuff, man. And I've been listening to what YouTube been saying. Basically, just go out there, just do what's working and what's been working. I've been doing, and yeah. So hey, man, hey, this been dope. We ain't did this what like 2 weeks or whatever. So
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you
It has
guys.
been. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
said, we're still working on like a consistent date. I think we're really gonna stick to this Sundays. I think this would be really, a really good time. Stuff like this. Obviously, two dads, kids are in school and stuff like that. So we're really trying to bring y'all more content as much as we can. Obviously, from my end, um, I've officially been a retired professional wrestler for almost 2 years now. So it's been really interesting with that. Um, it's just been a very interesting growth standpoint, just outside of this realm. Um, like it's just it's been interesting. Like life, everything. I'm starting to understand. You can't do everything all at once, and I'm not going to try to cram everything in just because I feel like I could still be at all those places. And I'm talking about this as well because like Dre just said, he hasn't recorded something like a certain thing on his podcast for over 10 weeks. He could easily go and put an episode out and whatever, but guess what? Those take that time and effort, and at that time, and the same thing, we don't feel like it can give you the best product if we cram it really quickly in just to bring a content or whatever in it. And we want to always give y'all the best value content that we can bring. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments today, good or bad, man. Like, we're never gonna judge y'all based off of y'all's comments, and I don't want which one was it which one was it
It was the big booty
the
Bailey
PC
comment
guy.
for me.
The PC guy, bro. I'm never gonna sit here and deny that you're a wrestling fan or whatever, but I do want you to be open minded to listening to someone else's point of view. Um, Mine's a little bit of a stronger point of view at times. Like I said, man, I have been in the ring. I understand how to draw buildings and stuff like that. And I really do get rubbed the wrong way sometimes when I feel like some people go out of their place than what they need to be in when they talk about certain opinions when it comes to pro wrestling things because y'all don't realize what they go through. Like what Cena got last night with his locker room, making those videos saying, "Hey, thank you." Wrestling is so different than what it used to be. Like Cena said, they used to have over 300 days a year in a ring, traveling down back and forth. They're only on the road wrestling 75 times a year now. That is insane. That is unheard of. And in a way, it's protecting the talent. And at the same
yeah,
time, it
they
hurts
cut.
the talent at the time
Yeah, they
because
cut
now
all them
they're
house
not getting
shows
all that
out.
in ring time. They're
Yeah, they
not
cut
getting
all
all
them.
that.
Yeah, they cut all them house show times out. The house shows
Well, they
for
do
real.
have a holiday tour coming
Yeah,
up,
they got.
which
Yeah,
shout out to them. They will be
they
in
do have.
Jacksonville pretty soon.
And that's what's up. They do have the
I'm
house
not,
shows Christmas and the summers, and I know like when the international Jones most definitely though. But the house
right
shows
before
was
Mania,
summertime
they're
where you
having a
could.
tour before Mania.
Yeah, the house shows was something where you could practice something where you could be like
Mhm.
when you about to get a program to work in. That's how I knew Chad Gable was about to get a push because Gable. I was at a house show maybe what was it 2 years ago maybe. I know it was prior to going into WrestleMania 40, whatever like that, and it was Gunther. He was defending his Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match, and I forgot who was the it was Gunther Otis. Was it Otis?
Yeah. Well, you sure it
No,
wasn't
no,
Sammy?
Otis was outside. And I don't know, but Jack Gable was the third person in the triple threat match, obviously. And I was like, yo, this would be nice to add Gable into the mix with Gunther. So, like that's when they kind of like sample stuff and try stuff now. And, where the superstars really get to relax and have fun with the house shows. But yeah, they definitely dramatically cut that out a lot. So, and then also with more pre-taping, especially like with the holidays, because I believe Raw coming up. Is it this Monday? I think it's next Monday. I don't think it's going to be live.
They're gonna be in Saudi eventually.
Yeah, so I mean they doing some cool stuff, man. Giving a talent some real cool breaks, man.
Like I said, man, it's been a bigger change than what we've ever witnessed.
Yes, I know, right? 10 years ago, 300 days a year.
I still just get crazy off of that. I didn't even wrestle that many times in the indies a year. So it's like, oh my gosh, you would just imagine that. Like, yeah, it's your job and stuff like that. But damn, bro, like we've said, man, that body, it's going to hit you eventually. Like people always talk about, man, how Cena walks and stuff. That just shows you how much this man gave you in this company. And for him to, as bad as his walk is or whatever, Cena's very healthy. He didn't have to come back. He didn't have to have his farewell tour. He didn't have to. Cena could already gave you what he had in that tag match with Kevin Owens. They won the match. First time Roman Reigns has lost on SmackDown in X amount of years. And that could have been it. But Cena wanted to give that moment. I specifically will say thank you, Cena. There wouldn't have been an American Prodigy without you, because when I first started pro wrestling, there was a way I wanted to name this guy. I wanted to be called the American Prototype. And I wanted that name, and it stuck for a little bit. And a lot of people are like, yeah, you probably can't use that name. And I was just like, well, no one really cared about the prototype. It was John Cena that they cared about. But at the same time, they're like, but he was the prototype. And, certain things. So I changed my name and stuff like that. But I did a lot of morals when it came to my character based off of how you watched John Cena, how you moved in the ring, how not necessarily you had to tell the match based off your in-ring performance, but in a way you based off of what the reaction of the crowd was, how to throw a punch, how to throw a kick, the meaning of a drop kick, when that drop kick meant something. We all bashed him talking about the 5 moves of doom, but you reacted to every move on that 5 moves. And just to see how he kept developing and elevated his character when he didn't have to. Cena was established. When Cena was established, he didn't have to do a thing, but he did it because he cared about this company and he cared about what you believed in him. And he wanted to give you a better product. So, like, I will simply always say, man, thank you for what you've done, because like me and Dre have said, if it weren't for you, bro, after Rock and Austin left, we would have left too. And I don't think we would have had that big of a connection with pro wrestling to this day as much as we have because of somebody like you. I mean, so much for it. Like he's been saying constantly, the last real champion, the last real Mount Rushmore talent ever in pro wrestling was finished last night. And you deserve everything. And I know Cena's been saying, hey, in 2 weeks we're going to forget about him. Bro, they are never, ever going to forget John Cena. Dre, I want to thank you. I know it's been a long time. I appreciate your patience with me on this. We're definitely going to get these rolling more and more times. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments today, man. Y'all are very active for a podcast thing that hasn't been, repetitively online and stuff like that. I give y'all a shout out, good and bad. I don't care. Shout out to the Jaguars going 10-4 today. Shout out to my Hurricanes that got to prove that they belong in the playoffs this weekend. Shout out to the Ravens. My boy Derrick Henry and them still getting some wins, with Lamar Jackson back. They look like a different program. But yeah, man, sports has been interesting. Life has been, exceptional. We are getting on to the verge of the end of 2025, which I feel like it just went by like a snap of the fingers. But man, like I said, guys, we will be back next week. Probably on Sunday. We'll let you know if we change the date again. We will be on Dre's podcast on the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, next week. I am Warren Mother from the Buzzing with Mother podcast. That is Dre on Wheels from the 11:30 podcast. And this is Commission Talks. And the mic is dropped. It is time to go because now we have already let you know. Love what you love, watch what you like, and we will see y'all this upcoming weekend. Later.